Are we live? Hey everyone. So I'm here with some of the cast and crew of the C Word. I know you guys have missed us. A lot of people have been asking for our return. And look, the one person that was waiting, they're gone now. So, but it's gonna like replay, so whatever. So I have Nicole with us today. Gusto, that's not his real name, but he goes by Gusto. And we have Janae. We're still waiting on a few others. So I guess we can just start with like, how have y'all been holding up during COVID?
I guess I'll start. I've been doing good. I did like 1,000 DIYs when I first started. Painted tables, bedrooms. I have plants now, so my little plant there.
Okay.
So I've been keeping busy, and then I also teach my kids drama classes. I still teach those, but on Zoom. And then I have one private coach that or private coaching that I do for a youth um, every other week. So I've been staying busy.
Nice.
Before we go on to anybody else, I mean, I'm sure if y'all are fans of the C Word, y'all know who everybody is. Well, maybe not because some people are behind the camera. But I am the creator of the C Word. My name is Jessica Lewis, and also wrote the C Word. And we have Nicole. She was Vicky. And we have Gusto. He was B. And we have Janae. She edited the first season, and then for the second season, she was the director. So,
Behind
who
repping
wants to
for the
go
crew
next?
right now.
Huh?
Repping for the crew right now.
Right. So who wants to go next?
I could hop in really quick. I spent quarantine, back in Baltimore with my family. I currently live in New York, but I had to escape the city. Went back and like hid out at my parents' house in the woods, and built a bunch of garden beds, planted a bunch of stuff, acquired like 30, 40 house plants.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot closer to nature since COVID. But outside of that, really, really fortunate to still be working. I'm a producer full time, so I've been producing a lot of digital content, social content. And things never really shifted on the professional side. So, again, super fortunate to still have a lot of skin in the game in that regard. But outside of that, really just trying to stay as connected to my family and friends as possible, and stay as optimistic about all of this as possible. So, yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I did see your plants on Instagram. So
Yeah.
everybody's been into plants now.
Everybody, yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. How about you, Gusto? What you been doing?
I've just been on a bunch of different stuff. I started a business, I guess. Oh, is that how you say I rebranded myself? Yeah, I branded myself. I don't even know. But I started an LLC. I took like my financial background to flipping that, contracting myself out with companies.
Mm.
I did start a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I was the first person that got me on camera. I did start a podcast. I'm working on that. Just doing. I was reluctant, but then I was just like, you know what? Like, fuck it. I'm just gonna take it. We're gonna go and learn as I go.
Can you turn your sound up? I can't really hear you. Can y'all hear me? I don't know if it's me.
A little muffled, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a little far from the mic, probably.
Yeah, y'all go listen to his podcast. It's called No Names Podcast. Did I get it right? I said it right, right?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Maybe because I was backfired or not. So yeah, I said I started a podcast. I started a business, a couple of businesses. Just trying to be busy during all this time because I know personally I've been working from home, so I got all this extra time now. It's like, stay busy, stay up. Yeah, get in a different. I got my eggs in like 30 different baskets right now.
That's good though.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I got me and man Bree later for this business. she might hopefully
You said what? You have a meeting with who?
your friend Bria.
Who?
Bria.
Never mind. But I got a meeting later though. So yeah, we're gonna handle some business later.
Oh, okay. Mace just came in, but I don't think his camera is working. Okay, I guess I'll go. So I'm still
Hey, can y'all
working
hear me?
too, but I actually go into the office.
Mace just said we hear him.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
We can't see you.
Yeah, we can't see you though.
Okay, cool. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get myself together. Yeah, go ahead. I'll figure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I've been working I work for a nonprofit and I do like social media, marketing, things like that. But during COVID, I shifted. I've also started a business like freelance writing and editing. So I've been trying to get my clientele up. Also rebranding Redefine Woman. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Just posting more on social media, on my blog, on YouTube, all of that, because the 9 to 5 life is not for me. So I'm just trying to work towards being a full-time entrepreneur. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, Mace just went out again.
So much better than I did. That's the same shit I was trying to say. You said it's so much effort.
No, I didn't. You did a good job. Oh, there goes Mace. Oh, Mace frozen.
Are you frozen?
Yeah.
Your man moving like 1 pixel per second.
He on his cell
Oh,
phone.
Alexis. Hey.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
on
feeling
the
upset
road.
with what you did with my man now. Yeah, we not cool.
What?
Oh, you did something wrong to Niall.
You said what?
I said, we
Oh,
still
his name is
Wait a minute, he broke up with me. The last season, he broke up with me.
You started the chain reaction.
How's everyone doing?
Good, girl. How are you?
Well, we're good. I got a surprise for you since this is,
Hey.
from,
We got Milan on here. If
yes.
y'all remember the speed dating episode.
oh yeah.
Yep, we're on our way to Philadelphia, so we're in the car riding. That was the delay. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, no problem. We don't even have Patrick on here. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
But yeah. So basically we're just going through like what we've been doing during COVID.
oh, okay. It's not automatically my turn, is it?
Yeah, we all went.
So since the C word and since COVID, I just been working. My day job is as a nurse on the front line. I haven't done too many acting gigs, unfortunately, but I think that's all of us, except for one. The one I just got one in Philly. We're going to do a gig now, so yeah, been a mom, been working, and just bought a house.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I think that's about it for me.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to everybody doesn't have to go, but what was your favorite memory of working on the set of the C word?
So I guess I'll go. I would say, just being on set was a lot of fun. Like, joking around and laughing. An amazing that he's like the comedic relief. Oh, there he is. He's talking about you.
Yeah, sorry, I was having some technical difficulties.
Well, that's not why I was talking about you though. But no, I was just saying. I was just saying it was a lot of fun on set because you were always being silly and things. When we weren't sleeping, there were days when we were on set and we were just tired.
Right.
Mhm.
Where we just had a really good time, like being around each other and being together. So being on set for me was very memorable because it was a lot of fun.
Anybody
My
else?
favorite part of one, I think, my perspective was when we went to the season 1 premiere party, you guys had already known each other. And then I had already cut like 4 episodes. So I showed up. I'm like, hey, what's up, y'all? And y'all looked at me like, what the fuck is this? Y'all looking at me like, who are you? And I was like, I feel like I know all of y'all already because I've been watching footage of you guys for so long. And then, just finally getting the opportunity to be on set with you guys and, have a little bit more skin in the game when it comes to developing those characters. I think that was a plus in and of itself. Also, poignant moment. Hey, Jackie, let's go. Y'all remember that day? Y'all know y'all remember that day.
It was Janet, though. It was Janet.
Janet, yes.
AJ, let's go.
You remember that, Gusto?
Said that like 18 times in the same tone.
Janet, let's go.
AJ, let's go.
Wait, this is one of my lines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You and Niall had an argument at the birthday party.
Yeah, episode 1. Oh, you said I was saying it wrong?
You just said it like 18 times in the same tone. We were trying to direct you to have like a different influx, and you were like, hey, man, let's go.
I be too cool. I don't know. Maybe I don't.
It was a funny day. It was a fun day.
That was fun.
Anybody else?
I think my favorite moments, period, were just all the bloopers and the behind the scenes stuff. Like whenever the camera was not on and we were just waiting for stuff, we'd either be dancing or like telling jokes or, creating some type of funny scenario. And with the bloopers, especially the one blooper that me and Michael had when I accidentally called him by the wrong name.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I called him Jeffrey instead of Jeremy. And that was like the worst, but it was the funniest blooper. I mean, yeah, those moments. And I think even that day that we were shooting, like, me and Janae were like dancing and everything. It was just a fun day. But those moments weren't uncommon for us. Like we always were cutting up behind the scenes, and Jessica would be like, "Come on, guys, we got to do the next day." Like, come on, we gotta go. But yeah, I think that's what it was for me.
Yeah.
I agree. I miss y'all.
I do got a funny. Now that I think about it, when you said bloopers, I do got a video of like behind the scenes when we were shooting that party scene or that party episode. And Patrick says, I can't even remember what he said, but he said a line. He said a pickup line that was so trash. And I can't remember if it was in the script or if he like fucked up the script. I don't even remember, but I got it on video. And because he walked up, it was you and Bria. He walked up and he said something. I can't remember what he said. I gotta find the video. I'm gonna send it to you later. I got that. It's like on my Snapchat. I gotta do that.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to post it then.
Yeah, that was funny. I know, one thing I know, one funny. I don't know. It was that funny to me, and it probably was funny to you because I know I complained to you about it. That 7 a.m. trip to Waldorf.
That day was trash. That day was trash.
That Waldorf day blew me. Like,
that was pretty bad.
But I was just being a good soldier. I was pissed. I didn't realize how far. You don't realize jokingly how far Waldorf is until you make that drive.
That's fun.
Yeah. Looking like in the morning too.
Yeah, that's why ain't nobody show up because it was mad far. It was like a 6 o'clock call time. It was like nobody.
Right. Yeah, it was really early too.
Yeah, that whole day was just trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a specific moment, but just overall, like y'all have been saying, like just joking and laughing, catching people falling asleep, eating together. Yeah, y'all really like became my family, and I really appreciate you guys. So those were like my favorite memories. You have any, Mace, or you just? It's basically what everybody said.
Yeah, definitely echoing what everybody else said. I definitely miss Miss Stacy's cooking.
Yeah.
Craft services.
Craft services on lot.
I used to love when we would shoot at your parents' house because I knew it was going to be right there. You know what I mean? We had
like set up.
Right.
Perfect.
Ready.
That was love. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed just like all the jokes, all the laughs. And, I don't know, it was just fun. It was good vibes, you know. And it's hard to find in this industry to have that type of chemistry and those type of vibes on the set. A lot of people in this field can be like uppity and stuck up, and everybody, you know. So yeah.
Okay, so I guess this is kind of a similar question, but like, what was your favorite? What was your favorite scene as an actor to? What was your favorite scene to act out?
I like the Pepto Bismol.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that was a good scene. I would say for me it was the scene after I had ran into Niall at the bookstore, the one when we're in the house. Because I feel like I saw some growth in, you know, in the dynamics between me and Patrick as far as acting goes. And so for me, that was one of my favorites. It was like, okay, I see it. So, yeah.
Where is Patrick? You know, I texted him and everything.
He worked in a fashion show or something. So shoot.
Do you have a favorite scene, Gusto, that you acted out?
No. I'm trying to think. I don't even know at the top of my head. I don't know. It was all new to me. So like everything was new to me. So. Before that was like my first time doing any of that. So I just say the whole time.
So what are one thing or some things that you learned like by being on set? I mean, I learned a lot because I didn't have a background in film or anything. So I learned a lot from Mace, from Janae, from Jamie. Like they really taught me a lot. So did you guys learn anything that you didn't know? Or did you improve upon something during your days on the C-Word cast?
Yeah, I can start. I think, you know, from season 1 editing, right, I had a lot of like I'm naturally a director, right? So I think that when I was editing, I was like, oh, I wish, you know, they did one more take for safety, or, you know, maybe wish we got room tone, or, you know, like little technical things, right? And then I think once season 2 rolled around and Mace and I were putting our heads together on directing and shooting it, I think, you know, having Mace at my side to focus more on the technical aspects, and then allowing me to like build my own relationship with each character and each actor and know how to develop those characters was integral, because, you know, I'd spend so much time with the characters as opposed to the people playing the characters, you know, prior to. So I had a very different expectation as to who I was going to be walking into set with. And you guys, you know, exceeded my expectations every single day we came on set, like through and through. You guys made it like so easy for me to do my job. But I think, you know, being on set with Mace, being, you know, working with your content, Jessica, in the writing, and work with amazing talent it just made it seamless. So.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Anybody else?
What was the question?
I would say, for me, it was like that set was like a good training ground for me as a cinematographer and just me as a businessman. Like, I was fresh out of grad school and I was diving like head first into entrepreneurship, and a lot of things I had to figure out in terms of like contracts and stuff. And I just didn't know it, and I was just like learning on the fly. And I learned some valuable lessons just in that regard, and also like not to overload my plate. Like entrepreneurship hit me fast after grad school. Like I was getting clients left and right, and at the time I didn't know that not every opportunity was a good opportunity. So I was just saying yes to everything. I was like, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to take you to the world. I got to be the best cinematographer on the East Coast. Like, that was my mindset, you know what I mean? And it was unhealthy. It was really like toxic. And then in terms of like on a more technical side, I was able to just experiment. I was able to experiment with the camera settings. I was able to experiment with the lighting and figure out what worked and what doesn't work. And that those skills transfer now to the work that I'm doing currently.
That's good. Anybody else? I'm trying to think of like some interesting questions.
I know for me, I could jump in say like kind of what I alluded to earlier. I never acted at all. I ain't never been a camera. I'm not photogenic. I don't even think about pictures. I wasn't in no high school year, but I was that dude. For real though, like none. But it was all every day was new to me. Like every day, every moment, every line, all that. Like I joked about having to wake up and be like in Waldorf, but having to wake up and be anywhere on a Saturday, like for something that honestly, it was fun. It was fun. It was a learning experience, like all of it. So it was real interesting. The whole ride was.
So what are you guys? Oh, that was me. My voice was echoing. We talked about like what we're doing as far as COVID, but like, well, I guess it's kind of the same question. So what like projects are you guys working on? I know COVID has kind of stopped acting things, but what projects are you working on, or what are you planning to work on, if you can talk about it? Or even just since the C Word. I mean, it's been 3 years, so a year since the second season, but 3 years since we filmed the first one.
I was gonna be like, dang, it's been that long.
We old. Did my own short film called Journey. So I filmed it right before COVID happened. And then I guess I released it on my Instagram TV page, maybe, I want to say in like April, maybe.
Dang, I missed that.
Yeah.
Is it still on there?
Yeah, it's still up there. It's
Okay.
still up there. So just working on the next episode of that. Like I left it open so that there would be more or space to create more. So, just still trying to continue to be creative and working on that. And then I bought like voiceover studio equipment. So I do like voiceovers in the basement. So I actually did like an in-house voiceover for Shea Moisture not too long ago.
Oh, wow.
And, so I'm just, trying to submit for voiceover work now since I have like my interface and my mic and all that kind of stuff. So just trying to find stuff that I can still do, but from home. Like one of my friends shot a Bacardi commercial in New York, and it was her and her roommate, and they shot it on their own, and then it's like a Bacardi commercial. Like a lot of the stuff that they're doing now, like you film it in your home, and then you send them the stuff, and then I guess they edit it, put it together, and then they have a real commercial. So, there's still things that can be done from your home. And I've even heard that like some people will send like the equipment to you and then you film your stuff and send it back. So, just different ways to continue to be an artist, but at home. And look, it's Patrick, fashionably late.
Will be the one that arrives shirtless.
Hey,
with his
Cisco.
mic helmet on.
I'm about to put a shirt on, man. I'm about to put a shirt on.
Okay, I'm
Shirt on.
taking you off the camera until.
He did not show up shirtless.
Yes, yeah, only,
Like you a healthy man on this joint or something. Come on.
Oh my
Y'all
god.
leave that man alone. You know, we gotta sit back. We gotta show. He a model. That's what they supposed to do. He's supposed to walk around in Calvin Klein drawers and no top. That's how you do it.
Yo, all the attention.
right. Not only am I going to be fashionably late, I'm going to show up shirtless.
Right.
Thanks.
All right, I think he
Put
got
out
it.
the shower. What is that? Is that, huh?
All right, Alexis, I'm about to put him back on the screen.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This guy.
When did you get your nose pierced?
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
Like last year? Like
You got your braces off? I am late.
Yeah. What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Okay, so you basically missed the whole thing.
Wrapping up.
Right.
Damn,
so
for real?
yes, it started at 7.
Damn, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
7:39, buddy.
Okay, so you can answer what was your favorite memory on the set of the C Word?
Her name is Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Her name is Aaliyah. No, I got too many memories. I don't know. It's too many memories.
I live, man.
I like that one too, but I like the AAAA one too. When
Wait,
he
what was that one from? I don't remember.
Oh
that.
yeah, I know you're talking about.
he was breaking up the flight, he was like,
Oh,
my car. I really
That's a
enjoyed
good question.
typing in the caption.
Janae, was you there? Janae, were you there on the last day of filming? Who was there on the last day of filming? It was just only me.
Yeah,
Jessica.
I directed the last season.
No, I'm talking about
but
the
you
last
weren't there for like the last.
Last day of shooting. No.
Yeah, because you were in New York already.
Mm-hmm.
What was the last thing we filmed? I don't even remember. Oh, what it was like you and my
Alexis.
dad, right?
No, it was Alexis.
Oh, you talking about the first season?
No. The last day we filmed.
Alexis was
Last
crying.
day of set.
Alexis.
I don't remember.
It was Alexis crying at the car.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was like, seriously?
That was your favorite memory?
No, my favorite memory. I don't have a favorite memory. My favorite memory was the whole Aaliyah scene. We was at the party.
Yeah, you used to stay saying that all the time. You would not let that go.
Where Aaron at? He's not here.
What did we used to make Jamie say all the time? We used to have something. We used to make Jamie say this.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
remember.
What did we used to make him say?
You already know who it is.
You already know what it is.
Yeah, you already know what it is.
How's he doing?
He in Atlanta, man. He busted it. He
He
killed
moved to
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did move to Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
He
I'm
was
not
serious about that. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta, man."
Yeah. I'm not sure what he did.
Wow.
I know he's
In
down.
case y'all don't know who Jamie is, he did the sound for the C Word to make sure everything sounded right. Because I've been seeing some movies, even on TV One, that I'm like, oh, they didn't do room tone. It'd be trash.
It changes. You think about all those things when you watch movies now, right? You're jaded. You're super jaded. Oh, continuity there.
Right. Okay, so before you came on, and you were growing the hair out. Like, who are you, Patrick? You're a whole different person.
Different.
So before you came on, we were just talking about what we're working on now, or what we've worked on since the C Word, if viewers don't know. So,
Since the
Nicole,
C-word.
were you done?
Yeah, we got
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Patrick got to answer everything.
I could just go.
Oh,
So
God.
I moved to New York. Go ahead, Patrick.
No,
Go ahead,
go
Patrick.
ahead. No, you good. Go ahead.
I moved to New York at the tail end of season 2's production, and I've been here for a little bit over a year now. And since then, I just, just working nonstop. I work right now I'm working primarily in like the digital commercial space as a producer full time, but I'm still freelancing, still shooting as much as I can. I just wrapped production on a docu-series in Baltimore, DMV area, highlighting like the DIY music scene in Baltimore, Virginia, and DC. We got a lot of really, really strong subjects. We like got to like Rico Nasty and a lot of the heavy hitters from DC go-go scene. So that's coming up down the pipe. We just wrapped production on that like a week or so ago, and that should be hitting Red Bull Media's web platform in the next 3-4 months. So that should be excited for that. But outside of that, thank you. Outside of that, I'm just doing like a lot of still photography production, campaign location stuff, and editorial content. Video is a weird world right now for video because crews getting cut, budgets is getting cut. It's a strange world, but I'm figuring out ways to stay busy. So.
Oh, now Patrick on there. Okay. Y'all want to go next, ladies?
Yeah.
About what y'all been working on?
I didn't know if y'all could still even hear us.
Oh yeah, we can.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, me and Nicole actually did a short together. Me and Nicole did a short together, a comedic short that was pretty funny called Roomies. And that came out like right after I think the C Word wrapped. And then and we intended on doing more with Mace, but I think life just kind of got in the way for everybody. But I did just film a show called Beacon Hill, which is another web series in Massachusetts. And then we actually were on our way to an American Red Cross booking that we're about to do now as well. And my daughter actually used to be in it. She's in the back seat, so she's doing her like second acting job.
Family affair.
Roomies. I think that might be it. Oh, I went to an acting conference in Atlanta. I'm thinking about opening up to go to Atlanta too, which is pretty cool. So just trying to get an agent at this point in time.
Okay.
What about you, Milan?
Oh, Milan, I saw you on something on Netflix.
You go, girl, supporting me. I love you. Yes, I did this film called Love.com, and it was on Netflix, and so that was really exciting. Originally, I was only supposed to play, literally, my name was Waitress in the film. And we shot, and then the producer calls me, and she's like, hey, are you able to come back and shoot again? Because you have to organize the footage a little differently than what we thought. And I was like, yeah, was everything okay? Like, am I still gonna have lines? And she was like, yeah, I'll send you it. And so I'm thinking it's the same lines. Bro, I get the script, I got a whole name. I was like, so they said they liked me, but I didn't believe them because no actor ever believes anybody.
Right.
And then when they came back with the name and the lines, I was really excited about that. So that was really cool. And it's so funny because it's like, this is just an ever, like, the evolution never stops in film, and it's like, I remember years ago when I first started acting and I was like, I just want a lead role. And it just, you always want more for yourself. So it's like, I'm still on the hunt. Unfortunately, the COVID has slowed some things down, but before COVID happened, I graduated from this theater school called the National Conservatory of Dramatic Arts. So that was cool. And I got my first, I guess, professional play after graduating, and that was cool with the Prologue Theater. And I don't know, just commercials. I did a car commercial. I did a short film called 4 Points. We picked up a couple of awards.
Oh, yeah. 4 Points. If I ever get a chance to see 4 Points, watch it.
Let's bring back Hideo Cook. I love him because he writes stories that make you think, you know, and it's always for some type of social stance. So I really like working with him, and that's pretty much it. Now at this point, you know, we're all kind of stuck with the COVID, and I feel like there were these phases that we went through. You know, at first it was like, oh my God, is the world gonna end? Then it was like, oh yeah, I'm Black. Don't forget that part too. And then it was like, there was just always something crazy happening. And so 2020 has just been like, you know, I thought after I graduated, I had so many projects lined up in the theater game, and it just like all came crashing down. You know, it's so sad. There's some theaters closing, but I just have faith that things are gonna pick back up. And I feel like when things are shut down, that is a time for you to either educate yourself or get in and start creating something that you can at home. And as a creative, like, you will go crazy if you can't create, you know? And if you're not creating a film, then draw a picture, do something to get that energy out. And right now I'm just writing a stand-up comedian show. So I did one stand-up, which went really well. I loved it so much. And actually, like, I did my first comedy here. And my first, like, legit comedy. And I was like, wow, I was always stuck in drama, crying somewhere. And I was so excited to do your show because I was like, oh my God, it gets to be funny. And you guys were so great on set. You were so warm and welcoming. And honestly,
you killed that role. You killed that CJ role. I would just say that. Yo, that role, when I tell you, I was taking it back that day.
How did you not do comedy before that?
I was like, what? This is your first time doing comedy? Come on.
Because you know what, it's different. Like in real life, I love to make my friends laugh, but on the camera, it's something different. And I kind of like pigeonholed myself to just like drama, and then I was like, I want to do comedy. Like, I want to be happy. So on the flip side, when you're sad and you have to do comedy, it kind of sucks. But yeah, that was so fun. And honestly, because you guys were so warm, and Miss Director was just like writer, producer. Let me not forget to add that. You were so like, I was like, hey, do you mind if I? Because sometimes when you're working with someone who wrote the script, they don't always like for you to change the lines too much. So I was like, how much freedom do I have in this? Can I play with it a little? And you were like, yeah, just like get the thought across in some of my lines. And I was like, yeah, okay. So just thank you so much for that. That really opened up something within me. Let me know I could do it. So I appreciate you guys and all the confirmations on set.
You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna put Patrick back on.
It just reminded me of something. You put up with my cousin a lot. I know y'all had this time.
You said what?
I said you was putting up with my cousin a lot.
Yeah.
To be themselves.
He be like, shit. He be like, shit.
Yeah.
He be
like,
half of the time you couldn't really tell because you were like holding it. So it's like, all right, that don't really sound like he's cursing.
You might as well let it out, man. Let it out.
I couldn't help that shit.
Come on, eventually.
I'm trying to censor myself now. I just let a couple go straight now. I'm trying to censor myself on this.
All right, anybody else? What are y'all working on? Mace, I saw that your film is doing great.
Yeah, I was gonna let Patrick go because he hasn't really said much.
Lead actor.
Yeah, I'll go after him.
I worked on, like, I mean, as far as right now, like during like coronavirus, I've been doing like I did 2 films for Howard students. We actually just finished wrapping up like 2 weeks ago. Can't really say too much about that. And then actually, I've been doing like a lot of DJing right now. I've been practicing in the house, but as soon as the whole coronavirus stuff open back up, I hope to be DJing that club soon. I haven't really been doing too much, just trying to like land gigs here and there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard. So basically at home, all I can really do is I'm trying to do like the monologue challenge. I don't know if you guys like a lot of actors been doing that lately. Like 2 monologues a month. That's all I've really been doing. I haven't really been doing too much lately, so just been chilling.
Okay.
Cool. That sounds dope. I guess after the C word, man, it's been a year. It's been quite the year. So I've been working at a nonprofit, and I work on the side of a nonprofit that helps fund the after-school programs. So we do client work that helps fund like 40% of the budget for the after-school program. And some of our clients are like Maryland State Arts Council. I filmed a lot of documentary videos for Maryland State Arts Council, and I produced, directed, and edited a short documentary for Under Armour. That was pretty cool, but it got put on halt because of COVID. So like it's done, but it's like it's kind of tone deaf. Yeah, it's like it's really tone deaf to even put it out right now. So they just got it on ice, and I haven't heard from them in months. So that's that. Other than that, I actually been practicing celibacy. So the guy who
Nile in the flesh.
Come on, man. I'm supposed to be practicing celibacy, man.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I'm not practicing celibacy.
Yeah, it's pretty ironic because I was the guy that was always joking on set like celibacy.
Yeah, remember we had that whole argument?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to post that. I think I saved it on my phone.
Yeah, I was that guy. Yeah, so I've been celibate for a month or some change. No, not a month, a year.
You've been working out, man. You're working out a lot.
What?
Nah, it's been like 15 months. It's been like 15
I was about
months.
to say this Negro said a
Like,
Nah, it's
you just dipping the toe, bro. You just in the waters with that one.
nah,
that's not what a year and some change sound about.
Yeah.
yeah, years some change. I'm deep into the game. Man. It's definitely a commitment for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like Patrick said, I've been working out almost every day since COVID hit. And I'm actually launching my fitness brand that I've been working on, fitness clothing line brand, tomorrow for my birthday. It's a birthday gift.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So that's happening.
Birthday.
And thank you. And then, like Jessica mentioned, I have a film that's in the festival circuit right now. We just got accepted to our 5th festival in LA. Yesterday, we got accepted to one in London. So it's pretty well. It's like a short film / music video. You know, that's like my specialty. That's my niche, and it's doing really well. And we just gotta keep pushing. We got a marketing strategy in place, and we just gonna keep pushing to see what happens.
That's what's up. Can we view it anywhere yet?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to watch it.
I've been acting like it's exclusive, but it's not.
Since we did the whole show on celibacy, right?
I watched that the day it came out. The day it dropped. I was like, yeah, it dropped.
So I'm glad to know the answer to this, but I want some dumb shit. It's just like just choking your chicken count. Like,
oh my gosh,
or it's like celibacy.
This is not the thing to do this on.
Like, my bad. I always wonder, like, are you like how abstinent are you really?
Oh my gosh.
You got the
offline
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, if you ain't got to do it, you ain't got to get into it. But I'm just saying.
This is an offline conversation.
We can talk about that.
Is there people watching this?
That's what I was about to ask.
It's
like,
one person, and it's gonna be on our YouTube channel, so people gonna watch it.
Oh,
let's hold that conversation.
My bad, fella. Redefine woman. I didn't mean to ask that.
Hey, where's Lisa? Where's she at?
Oh snap! I forgot all about her. She probably forgot, and the time difference too. She's in LA.
Oh yeah, she's 3 hours behind. Yeah.
I did go to LA. I had a friend who was like, she had a little bit of connection, so like she got me a audition to play Big Meech for 50 Cent, but they said I looked too young. Hey, it was planned though. Like I was just in Cali, and she was doing the casting. So, and I really ain't had nothing to do, so I was just there. And then while I was there, like, you want to try? I was like, shit, you know, I ain't gonna cut. But that's it. Like I'm here. Like why not?
Big Meech.
So, but they said I look too young. They said they look at least like 39. So. It's cool. I still get carded at liquor stores. I understood.
Yeah, me too. I look young. So I guess everybody went. I mean, I kind of talked about earlier what I'm doing. I do want to create something else. I just don't know what, because I know people really like the C word, and I would love to work with you guys again. But I just don't know how to do it without it seeming like it's like a C word spinoff. So I don't know. Like maybe we can collaborate on something. Huh?
What'd you say, Patrick? Add some more people.
I didn't hear what he said.
Add more people.
Oh yeah. So I'm trying to think like what would make sense, and then like when we would be able to do it because of COVID and all that type of stuff. But yeah, we had a great time on set. A lot of people love the C word. Now they're not really feeling the content that I'm putting out. They're like, "Where's the C word at?" Like, we don't care about what you do now. Where's the C word? So yeah. So I guess like the last thing that we can kind of just go over is, it's maybe a little bit repetitive, but like, what are your goals for the future? Like, what's your ultimate goal in your career?
I feel like I always start.
Somebody go, because Nicole always volunteered to go. Everybody be quiet.
I mean, as far as my my LLC goes, hopefully I'm just gonna keep adding companies to it, keep adding small businesses to it. Like you said, be a full-time entrepreneur, retire on a lake somewhere, sipping lemonade and bagels, all that fancy stuff. I also got one of my side businesses is selling cars. Hopefully I get me a car lot one day. That's what I'm working towards, all that. As far as acting and stuff, I mean, I do got my podcast going, so I did just start that. And I'm just going with the flow with that. That's just something. I don't know really what I want to do with that. I'm just gonna keep it going. I'm gonna treat that joint like the rap game. I'm just gonna keep dropping podcasts. I'm gonna keep dropping the joint. I'm gonna go from there. So
how can people find your podcast?
You said what?
I said, how can people find your podcast if they want to listen?
Oh, it's on my Instagram page. Go to
What's your Instagram?
Plug yourself.
God.
Gusto the God. At Gusto the God, y'all.
Gusto.
Follow that man. For me, I still want to be a full-time entrepreneur as well. I think I still want my own production company. It's a lot of work. I'm kind of like redefining my goals a little bit. I forgot to mention that I'm gonna be a professor at MICA this upcoming fall.
Okay.
Yes, congratulations,
Professor May.
Don't let them students tempt you, though.
Man, I'm good. It's all about.
Hey, you already remember what it was like to be in them seats. So I think you're one of the best people to lead them through it. So
thank
you.
Me
and you've been through that fire together. So
right, yeah. We needed some more blackness, some more diversity on the staff. So that's why I'm there. But I'm cool.
Hey,
I'm cool with that.
Exactly.
I'm about to finesse it for my, for me and others like me. So. I think I'm now considering that as a career path to take. Like right now, I'm adjunct faculty. Maybe if I'm fortunate enough to get on the staff, then it's like, all right, I might as well keep going. So it's like I want to become like the chairperson of the department. So like I'm running the whole thing, and I feel like right now I just need like a work that allows me to still do my creative stuff on the side. So I'm still doing music videos. Got a lot of short film ideas, poetic films, but now just being like more realistic with my goals instead of like quitting my job and doing a road trip across the country. Even though it was fun, but it's like I'm almost 30 years old, so I got to start being more responsible. So yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Okay, I guess I mean, I'm continuing to work on my acting career. Like I said, now that I have the studio equipment, getting better at doing
Oh no, why did that go in?
I'm gonna read.
Yeah. So just continuing to work on those. There's a lot that goes into voiceovers that you don't realize. And so, learning how to do that and be better at that is something that I want to do. And you just continue to act. I'm looking for an agent or a manager so that I can find the big stuff that's casting. There are still a lot of things that cast, but it's just like the NBA. Like, you got to be in a bubble kind of thing where if you film in things, you have to stay there. Like, I know Tyler Perry, the stuff that he's filming, you have to stay on his set the entire time you're filming. So it's out there, but if I had an agent, I'd be able to find it a little better. So, and then continuing to work on my films. I really enjoyed doing that, and I enjoyed the outcome of it. I hadn't really gotten into writing before doing this film. This was my first time writing, directing, all that kind of stuff. So it was fun. It was a learning experience. And so now I want to continue to do that so that I can use what I learned from the last time and continue to learn and grow and, go forward from there. So that's what I'll be doing. And then continue to teach. I always work with the kids. I love the kids. So my drama classes and my private coaching, continuing to do that for as long as they'll have me. That's it.
Okay. Who's next? Janae, you want to go?
Yeah, I can go. So, I mean, being a producer kind of like fell in my lap, but I'm starting to realize, I'm better. I think I've always wanted to direct. Like, my intention behind going to film school was to be a writer-director. But, even though that's a passion of mine, it may not be like my greatest strength. Like, I'm a people person. But I think I can leverage, my relationship with people and my connections in the space of being a producer. So, that's definitely something I've learned over the last few years as a strength. So I've been producing, for the last couple years now, and I just actually got a new position in a marketing firm as the director of creative production and operations. So this is my first time really implementing and kind of like running. Yeah, it was a move. It was a shift. It was a little daunting, but I'm doing what I got to do, and it's a position of leadership. I have autonomy over the department, and I'm able to really play call the way I have previously wanted to, but really wasn't in the space to be able to do that. But yeah, really honing in on the craft of producing, being able to structure a department well enough is something that I'm really primarily focusing on for the next year in this new role, and being a better leader, right? Y'all know I'm big on team. I'm always the person that tries to like bring everybody together. But I think leadership sometimes is hard because you can't people please. So, learning the different aspects of leadership, because I'm young, you know what I'm saying? Like, people look at me and, they're like, damn, this bitch my boss. So having to navigate that sometimes is difficult. But learning how to be a good leader is something that's at the top of my priority list. And then beyond that, outside of just focusing in on where I need to grow in this role, feeling out, how I want to inevitably scale it, right? Because down the line, I want to be able to, outside of run a department, I want to own my own stuff. Like, I want to be able to, be at the table negotiating those contracts, bridging the gap between these big box brands that I've been producing for, but not at the table when it comes to ideation and execution. I'm really just on the front lines doing what somebody else is telling me to do. So ultimately, that's my goal. Is I don't know if it's really a production company. Haven't really figured out what that looks like yet, but yeah.
Okay. Patrick?
short-term goals. I mean, I know I was been supposed to move to Los Angeles, but due to COVID, that's not gonna happen until next year. That being said, me going to Los Angeles, was working on getting assigned to an agency, and just kind of wing it out, man. Just work as much as the network. The whole DJing thing was basically for me to throw parties. So it give me a chance to kind of get my name out there and kind of bring different people to the table that can pretty much help me out. Like midterm goals, it's kind of my midterm goals is like open up a club probably like next 5-6 years, maybe 4 years.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay, go.
And, hopefully this the way I plan hopefully my acting career the way I plan to go. I also want to give back to people that's like less fortunate. For instance, people like in my country, I'm from Haiti. I want to build homes. I want to build schools, and that's like my first big project to help give back.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the least I can do. So, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna switch to Alexis and Milan really quick. How about y'all? What are your goals?
My goals are hopefully to quit nursing at the bedside, because as y'all know, it's a little rough out here in these streets for healthcare professionals during a pandemic. I am in grad school, and so my hope is that I can graduate and maybe start my own business in some type of health profession, more on the cosmetic side, like a Medi Spa or something like that, and then be able to set my own hours. That way I can really put my own energy into the acting like I really want to. My ultimate goal would be to be able to work as an actor full time. Nursing is theoretically my survival job, but acting is my passion, acting and music. And I really appreciate Patrick talking about giving back to his country of heritage, because I do missions work and things like that. So hopefully if I become a big actress, I would love to be a philanthropist myself and just be able to give back and go to different countries and help here as well, just without the financial strain of having to ask people for money and raise money. And so really, if I could be blessed to make money doing what I love and then be able to bless others with that is my ultimate long-term goal. And I don't have to be super rich. I just want to make enough where I can just do whatever I want to do, and not have to be on someone else's time clock. And I think all of us have known how that's felt at some point in time. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. How about you, Milan?
All right. What was the question again?
What are your long-term
long-term goals.
Short-term goals
In your career, your long or short-term goals in your career, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's responding.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right.
So I think right now my short-term goals are, how do I use my art to heal the world? It's kind of where I am right now. I think a lot of us need healing, and I would really love to tap into how I can do that through my art. So I think that's kind of like my short-term goal right now, like honing in on that. And then my long-term goal is to blow up. No, I'm joking. My long-term goal is to, be able to thrive only under doing what it is that I love in film, and be able to give back to my people, to the community. And I would love, since I was very younger, I'll say younger, I have wanted to have a camp for children who weren't able to afford it. you know, when I was a kid, I always wanted to do acting camps, and unfortunately they were extremely expensive, so I wasn't able to. And when you don't live in the inner city and you're like in a county somewhere, there's not really that many programs. There's more programs in the inner cities than there is in the counties, and I think people like kind of forget about those kids, you know. So I just want to be able to help all the kids around, and give them an opportunity to express themselves artistically, because I mean that's how we write our, you know, art is a reflection of our reality, you know, and I want children to be able to feel like they have the opportunity to express that. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, y'all. Well, I mean, I guess I can go. I'm gonna go really quick because we've been on here for like an hour. But yeah, so just I want to continue building my brand with Redefine Woman. It's really important for me to empower women, to inspire women, just because we're pitted against each other a lot. So that's what my whole brand is, just to bring us together. And even though the C Word wasn't just for women, we had like a lot of men that liked the show. It still was a great way to bring viewers in. I want to continue with possibly doing another web series, but we need to have some funding because, yeah, it was expensive to make the show. And then also just doing my freelance services. So I do like editing and revisions of blog posts, whatever you need. So if y'all ever need anything looked over, I'm your girl, hit me up. I'll edit it for you. So yeah, that's what I'm also focusing on as well. But I just want to thank you guys for joining me today. I really miss working with you guys, and I hope you guys stay safe during COVID, even though things are getting a little bit back to normal. But I hope I get to work with y'all again.
We will. I believe we will.
Yay.
Hopefully we
All
will.
right, y'all.
Yeah.
Good seeing you guys.
Oh, one last thing, y'all. One last thing. All the subscribers that's watching right now, if y'all want a C Word season 3 or some type of web series, donate. Give us some money.
Yes, we got a Patreon.
Right.
Donate to our Patreon, and we will make sure that we make something happen. And happy early birthday to Mace. His birthday's tomorrow.
Okay.
Gusto, ain't your birthday at the end of the month?
August 23rd. Me and Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. You got a birthday.
And Milan. So happy early birthday to y'all.
Happy early birthday, y'all.
All right. So thanks for joining me. We out.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.